what's different about this as opposed to other endeavors I've done in my life is I feel like I'm doing this to be obedient to God.
Yes. Yes.
And so whether this succeeds or fails is irrelevant.
Yeah.
But the fact at the time when God called me to do this, I stepped out and I did it.
Yes.
And in obedience, maybe hopefully fulfilled part of the Great Commission.
Yeah. And I agree with that completely. And it's funny that you say that. So, because I remember that whenever you, I don't want to knock everything over in this nice little studio here, but so I remember whenever you reached out to me initially about, wanting to do this, and we talked about this, and we talked about our faith, and we talked about how we want to share our faith and how it's important to you to connect with other Christians alike, and for us to tell our stories and to show that we've been through it, right? Like we've been in these down places, and some of us are, and some of us still are, right? Like, because we're perfectly imperfect. Like, we're never. I don't think that we'll ever be at our, at the greatest points in our life until we're in heaven with God. Like, that's whenever.
Until we're in glory.
Until we're in glory is whenever, all the suffering and all the everything end. And so, like we talked about, and I told you at the time, whenever you told me about this, you're like, hey, I'm starting this podcast. And you're like, I really want, I want to bring more people together and, have people tell their stories and stuff. And just, talk about like how God has changed our lives. And just, I want this to be God based. And I remember I was telling you, I was like, it's funny you say that, because want to do the same thing. And so, that's something that I've been feeling some conviction about as well, and been wanting to get something going the same way. And I'll start at kind of a smaller scale, I think, because your setup is pretty awesome. I walked into, let me tell you guys, he's underselling what he's doing here. Like, he showed me this setup that he has in here, and I felt like I was walking into just a full blown studio, like just like with the lighting, with the cameras, with everything. I mean, I wish that he had bought and provided this iPad for me, but it's my own, But
Everybody that shows up gets an iPad.
That's